Uncle Ben once said, with great money comes great action figures. Hey, how's it going everyone? I'm DCSG81 and welcome back for another video, and this time around I'll be sharing 3 action figures from 2 top photographers from Hong Kong. They are the Isaac Wong as well as Little Toys Bigger World. So these action figures are just recently released in Hong Kong. Of course, they are always the fastest to get them and take photographs of them. So I'd like to share some of my thoughts on these figures with you guys. Of course, it is some sort of like a preview for you guys as well to help you decide whether you are going to get it or not. So the very first figure that I would like to share is from the SH Figuarts, the Dragon Ball Z line, which is Tien and ChiaoTzu. So let's first take a look at the box, and from here you can look, it's a very typical design of the Dragon Ball box, and this is the back of the box with more action poses from both figures. And this picture shows all that it comes with. You can see Tien actually comes with 4 heads. Wow, that's a lot. And the next picture you can see more up close pictures on the body for Tien. And this next picture you can see up close of his leg, which I believe is very much similar to the Tien that we have already gotten. And this picture shows the first head that it comes with, which is the very calm look of Tien. And this next one is somewhat more like a surprise, and from the arrow there, if I zoom in, you can actually see there's a sweat there. So it's like he's afraid, or he's worried, or he's surprised. And then the next one is the grinning teeth, sort of like getting angry, and the last head is the open mouth shouting head, okay, which is very good looking. The next one we can see ChiaoTzu, which is an action figure this time instead of a statue like the previous release. So he does have some articulations right now, and here are more action pictures from Tien, which looks pretty good this time. I would say, wow, it's some sort of like an upgrade. And of course, Little Toys Bigger Worlds does not disappoint. He also do a comparison pictures that you can see right now. The one on the left is the latest release, and the one on the right is the old releases. And in this picture you can see this new Tien is an upgrade because it's taller than the previous one, and it does looks proportionally better. So there are more comparisons on the body as well, which looks pretty good there. And in this picture we can see the 4 different heads as compared to the old one. So the upper tiers is the old heads and the lower tier are the new ones. So from here, with the up close look of it, you can really tell it's a big different. It's like a you can call this as a 2.0 because it really looks a bit different. For every single head is looking different, even though the expression is somehow the same, but the new one does have a better Tien's look. And nevertheless, of course, ChiaoTzu, you can see that, wow, it's a big improvement there, because the previous one is like a statue, just the hugging pose, and the new one does have the articulations, and it's looking very much better. Next, I will share with you more action poses from these 2 figures, which looks pretty good, and it's also some very funny comic style pictures that's taken by Little Toys Bigger World. Okay, the next one I will share with you is of course the latest 2 releases, very surprisingly, from Mafex. Okay, so this is the Gambit as well as the long awaited from me, which is the Spider Gwen. This is what I call with great monies comes great action figures. This is looking very good. And from here, let's take a look at Gambit first. I know a lot of you guys are actually worried about the coat, but trust me, it's looking alright. Okay, so let's take a further look. Wow, these effects parts are looking pretty good. I kind of like all these effects parts, very fancy, very fancy. Okay, so here you can see the Gambit. Wow, he's looking gorgeous, man. Wow, so good looking there. And you can see that the coat is alright, and here's some up close look of it. Very, very nice. The coat is very articulated. Wow, and here is the somewhat naked pose of him, which looks kind of odd. You know, he looks kind of slim without the coats. And I kind of like this picture because his arm can do a very good stretch, a very good butterfly joints there. And this is my next favorite pictures because wow, look at those metallic boots. Wow, I really don't believe they actually pull this off. It's looking very, very nice here. Okay, very premium looking. And here is of course some close-up looks of the 2 heads that he comes with. And let's take a look at all the cool effects parts. My goodness, just look at the flames, the transparency of it, and wow, it just looks so good. And even his staff is having the same metallic look as his boot. Even the flames on the staff looks very good. And just like the Little Toys Bigger World, Isaac Wong do have some comparison as well, and as you can see, he actually compares with the amazing Yamaguchi Gambit. Okay, yeah, as you take a look at more of it, you can see that the winner is very obvious. There is no comparison here. The Mafex version really beats the amazing Yamaguchi flat. Okay, the only thing that I likes about the amazing Yamaguchi is the effects parts that you can see. Wow, you can really see the cuts inside the effects part, which is very good. And here are more action poses from this beautiful guy. Whew, this Gambit I think is a must-have for all of you X-Men fans. And next, let's take a look at the Spider-Gwen as well as the Spider-Ham. Wow, this is one that I've been waiting for. I'm waiting for it to fly to me right now from Japan. Yep, as we speak. You can see more picture of her with the Spider-Gwen, and here are some close-up looks of her body, and you can see the suit is very detailed. My goodness, and just look at the butt. It's very sexy as well. And wow, there's so much detail on the costume. They're so good looking, and of course she just comes with a magnetic interchangeable legs, yeah, just like with any Spider-Man. And here's a look of the mask head, which looks very good, and she comes with two mask head. As you can see, the difference is on the eyes, and she also comes with two mask head of Spider-Gwen. As you can see, even though they both looks pretty similar, but there's a change in expression there. And the next picture shows is something different, as with the hoodie actually connects to the head via a magnet. So this is again something new, I believe so. Yep. So next, let's take a look at Spider-Ham. Okay, so from here, this is somewhat a little bit of a disappointment, because this Spider-Ham can only stand with some sort of like a transparent stance. Yeah, so I don't like it, but no choice. Yeah, he does have a very tiny legs. Again, another comparisons of both of it with the Marvel Legends. As you can see, wow, the size is very huge different. My goodness, it's like a giant, and it's like a mother and daughter kind of look. Okay, so it's very good looking for both. And yeah, in this case, I kind of like the Marvel Legends hoodie, which have the pink inside, which looks pretty good. It's like glowing, and the head is not too far apart. I would say is that the Marvel Legends, although it's not as pretty as the Mafex, but she does looks pretty good as well. Yep, so of course the costume will not be as detailed as the Mafex. Yep, other than that, I think they looks pretty good. And the Spider-Ham is, now that I look at it, it's a little disappointment for both of them, because the spider lines, the black lines, are not painted. As with the animation, you can see it's very well painted, but not for the figures. So it just looks kind of plain in a way. Okay, so next we can see some comparisons for this Mafex Spider-Gwen with the Marvel Legends Peter and Miles Morales, as you can see. And then we have the Mafex Peter and Miles Morales, and they do scale pretty well for both of the brands actually. And lastly, of course, more action poses from the Spider-Gwen. Wow, I just can't wait to have her on my hand to do a review for you guys. And the last picture is the size comparisons for both of the Mafex, together with some other action figures that you can see. So I'd love to hear from you. What's your thought about these three action figures? Which one really excites you the most, and which one will you be getting after watching this video? Do let me know down in the comment sections below. So hit the thumbs up button if you like this video, and of course I hope you subscribe to my channel, because it will help my channel to grow in the long run. And I'll catch you again in my next video. As always, stay safe, take care, and thank you for watching.